So we just got done watching the Greasy Strangler. It came out in 2016, and it was honestly, cinematically, it was pretty clever at times. The basic plot was this father and son who kind of have a weird relationship.
Weird's one way to say it.
What?
I said weird is one way to say it.
Weird is one way to say
fucked
it.
up, dog. Yeah. Shit is fucked.
They wear nothing but shorts. They run a disco tour.
It's not very disco-y though.
Yeah, well, they wear very sparkly pink outfits, which is...
And tell fake facts about disco.
Yeah. They do not offer free drinks. Customers are very upset about that.
No free drinks.
And
about a 10-minute argument about that. No free drinks.
No! There's no free drinks. I don't know where you got that idea.
It said in the brochure.
The information you got is bullshit.
His dad is obsessed with like grease, like unnaturally so. They like allude to that at the beginning of the movie when his dad demands that there be more grease on the food that they're eating, and which just is fucking disgusting. But then the night after the argument with the customers about free drinks, a terrifyingly greasy man or thing pops up out of the darkness and comes to kill these people who are who were arguing with them about free drinks. And that's where we get introduced to the Greasy Strangler.
Throws one guy into the vending machine, punches one guy's face in, and then strangles him.
Yeah. He looks strangely enough like Ronnie, the dad. So we kind of get...
He kind of looks like an orc too, like from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I feel that.
Which makes sense considering Elijah Wood produced this fucking film.
Another customer on the tour was the lovely Janet, who Braden takes a liking to and flirts with her, and they end up going on a date, which Ronnie is not happy about because
he's jealous.
Yeah, he's jealous, and he thinks that, well, actually, yeah, he's probably just jealous. But he says that he doesn't want Janet to ruin him. But they...
Yeah, he actually says, I don't want this cunt to fuck you up and make you lonely.
Exactly.
I was a big fan of that line.
Fucking bitches.
At this point, we are getting to the dad being jealous. And the dad wants to take Janet, the son, Braden, girlfriend, on a date because the dad's jealous. He said something about how he could just devour that woman's ass all night, something along those lines. The dad tries to be a smoothie on, as Braden calls him, what is it called? When he goes out with Janet. And
he goes out with her.
Yeah, claiming to want to get to know her better and all that, and it was just really an excuse to go on a date with her.
Yeah.
And then he did try to kiss Janet and all that. Janet pulled back and was like, "What the fuck, bro?" And
well, they kissed for a good second, and then she was like, "Wait,
but she still pulled
wait,
back.
I feel bad about this."
Yeah.
Also, notable details here. He had a purple suit on that was sequin or like
revealing his giant
satin, and there was mesh only on his crotch and neck
to reveal his giant bush and his
prosthetic
just like
penis.
Horse
yeah, on it.
At one point in the movie, they meet a strange man named Oinker, a heavyset bald fellow.
All of the characters in this film are heavyset.
Yeah, he's Braden's best friend.
Actually, all of them.
And he has a pig's nose. That's why they call him Oinker.
Yes, so.
And they are going to the horror.
The
horror house.
Yes, they wanted to see the horror house. It's a movie, and the dad Ronnie threatens to evict Braden if he doesn't let him go. So they go. And
he threatens to evict Braden all throughout the entire movie.
And the dad ends up killing Oinker strangling him. And so,
Dad just kind of goes on a rage.
Yeah,
Wants to kill people.
Yeah.
a
Mostly 'cause
rager.
he's jealous, but
yeah.
So and then later in the movie, Braden and Janet they get their thing on for a while, and then Janet leaves. As she's leaving, she runs into the dad and Ronnie, and he coerces her to go back inside with him, and they do the thing all night long.
And then after that, Braden accuses his dad of having sex with Janet. They have a very big fight, calling each other horseshit artists and bullshit artists and all different kinds of.
The dad says him and Janet are exclusive.
Yeah, that's kind of a catchphrase throughout the film. Bullshit artist.
Yes.
Very.
How does that
common
make
term.
you feel?
Gay.
I'm officially dating Janet. We made it official last night. We sealed it with a kiss.
Bullshit artist.
Janet and I are exclusive. There's no reason to talk of this anymore.
Bullshit artist.
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 Bullshit
Bullshit
artist.
artist.
Bullshit artist.
You, sir, are a horseshit artist.
I call bullshit on that.
A little bit later, while Ronnie's in his kind of pissed off stage, he goes to his car wash guy, and his car wash guy, I guess he runs the car wash, and every time Ronnie goes and kills someone, he goes to the car wash and washes off all the grease that he had on himself. But him and that car wash guy, they go disco dancing, and it's a fun time.
After every time Ronnie kills somebody, and when he strangles them, and their eyeballs literally fly out of their forehead, he catches the eyeballs, puts them in grease, and then eats the eyeballs every single time as well.
I think he usually breads them.
He kills the hot dog worker, he kills Oinker, he kills the car wash man, and he eats their eyes, except for the car wash man. He just cuts off his head and uses it as a basketball.
And miss it. He missed the shot.
And this might be because the car wash guy is blind, and so he doesn't like the imperfect eyes.
That could mean
I didn't think
something.
of that until now.
Because there's a lot of like weird hidden meanings in this film that we will get to, but like food for thought.
We're at the point where Ronnie has been kind of killing a lot of people, the dad, which we haven't been explicit. So we have like an omnipotent view of the fact that the dad is clearly the killer, but
The Greasy Strangler.
the Greasy Strangler, I should say.
Straight ass.
But Braden and Janet don't know that until near the end of the movie, where
About the 1 hour and 10-minute mark.
it felt like the fucking 8-hour mark. Jesus Christ.
Yikes.
So then they essentially, the dad tries to get them to stop through like faking being like a detective or something, and some really crazy things happen.
I am Jody.
There's some development with Janet and Braden throughout the film where she switches sides between him and his dad.
Yeah, they eventually decide they want to marry and stuff, and then his dad takes Janet to the movie theater to kill her.
Because he is not happy.
Yeah, he's not happy about marrying. You know, Braden's not allowed to marry anyone. And so Ronnie starts choking her out, and then Braden shows up covered in grease to kill his dad. But then he gets there and he's like, you know what? I'm actually just going to kill Janet. And he just kills her right there.
Once they're dunked in the grease, they go to kill Braden's stepdad, who is named Ricky Pickles. And there's several scenes around this point in the movie, about the 20-minute mark, where it looks like the end of the movie. There's a scene where they're on the beach and they're talking, and then it fades to black. There's a scene where they're running around in the woods, killing Ricky Pickles, and it fades to black. And yet there is still more.
And then they wake up in the woods, and they're running around, and then they see themselves, not greased up, get, like, executed by, like...
Gunpoint.
Firing
just, like,
squad.
Yeah.
just,
shot them, and then their heads exploded, and a bunch of confetti came out.
And like what looked like water or something?
yeah, it was like water
Yeah.
confetti.
Maybe it was grease.
That's
Maybe
what
it
I
was
thought at
grease,
first.
maybe.
And then I think it was Austin who said that was their old, like, personalities dying.
And that's only now that
Yeah, now they're just the
Grease.
grease monsters, and they live in the forest. Probably kill, like, animals and stuff.
and that's how the movie ends, with them like just staring at you guys with little
Yeah.
spears going right.
Yeah, the movie ends very strangely. They're just facing the camera, poking spears at you, and you just hear noises of like other creatures.
Like hyenas and like,
Yeah, like we're just weird beasts. A lot of like hints and like themes throughout the movie.
One thing I wanted to touch on was when Ronnie dressed up as Detective Jody and tried to get Janet and Braden off the case.
Yeah, so at one point, I guess we forgot to mention this, Braden is trying to figure out who the Greasy Strangler is because all of his friends are dying. And so he hires a detective, but the detective is his dad, and it might be another personality of his dad, as Austin said.
He looks in
That's
the mirror.
like hints me off to the fact that he's got multiple personalities disorder. Like Duncan was getting into saying, like he looked at the mirror and then he said, then like the mirror image took his glasses off, and that's when I instantly knew that. And the words were uttered, it's time for Jody to go away. He instantly went outside and started to change his clothes.
Yeah, it's like Jekyll and Hyde, except neither of the three characters is appealing in any way.
Yeah. They're like intentionally ugly as shit.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, but like it just makes it kind of uncomfortable to watch.
Which is part of it.
Yeah.
It's part of the way of like throwing you off, like so you don't focus on like what's actually happening. One of the biggest parts of the movie is as disgusting as it is, like the size of their penises.
Yeah, so the characters, Ronnie and Braden, are naked during a lot of this movie.
Especially at home.
And even when they're not naked, they are poorly clothed.
Yeah.
Scantily clad.
Yeah, Dad's got this giant prosthetic penis. And it kind of, it represents
his confidence, his, like, power in the relationship.
Yeah, he has more power over his son who has a micro penis.
Oh, hey, Janet.
Ronnie's persona of the Strangler is kind of like a representation of all his anger. And most of the movie is spent showing us his actions that are all fueled by his jealousy of his son. But towards the end, when when Braden is deciding that he finally has to become a Strangler to kill Ronnie, he jumps in the vat, and by joining his dad in the vat, he kind of like loses his
alternate personality.
His sense of
his
self.
his real person.
He kept talking to Janet about how he was a romantic and he wanted to write books and he had all these things.
His dad was a yeller and he was a smiler.
Yeah, those things that made him independent, and then when he got into his dad's oil, he left all of it in the oil.
Yeah, they both kind of basically.
When he finally succumbed to like what his dad wanted him to do the whole time, he lost any sense of individuality he had.
They basically became one.
Yeah.
And when
just like a smaller portion of himself.
When their personas are shot and killed, I feel like it's because his dad chooses to leave his persona behind because he prefers the Strangler, but Braden loses his because his dad like overcame his will.
I give the movie a 5 out of 10 because although it was good and there were like themes to it and it was really well shot and like interesting, it was just too weird, just way too weird.
I give the movie a 4 out of 10 as bullshit artists because yes, the actors and all that are really good, but it does come down to the one phrase they say the most in the movie, which is bullshit artists.
I'd give it a micro penis out of 10. Actually, let's go with chode out of 10. So it's like it has a lot of like girth to it, but it's not like it's just like it's not high up on the scale ratings. But like if you like the width of like the movie that the movie presents, then like you can really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
I'd say I give the movie about a 6.9 out of 10 probably. I feel like 7's a little too generous. It was well made at times, which is most of that 6.9. Where it lacked was just plot development.
Everything else.
Yeah, it was so slow, man.
The film was only an hour and a half, actually, but it dragged on.
I was sitting there for 4 hours. I was sitting there for 4 hours, man.
Yeah.
And like, it was struggling in a lot of parts. Just kind of felt really uncomfortable. That's why I gave it 6.9.
So I would give the movie 5 out of 10. There was like an unnecessary amount of meaning in it for
the piece
how
of garbage
poorly it was presented. Like, it's an interesting concept, but just the general lack of plot and just like weird editing. It was like pretty, it had good cinematography, but the editing was bad.
Bullshit artist. We haven't even had our first date.
Look, I know women.
Let's kill Ricky Prickles.
Let's
Kill Ricky Prickles.
Let's kill Ricky Prickles. Let's kill Ricky Prickles!